Welcome back to everyone, and today we are going to see about tuple unpacking in functions. Okay, so yesterday we have seen just an introduction for tuple unpacking. Okay, so today we will see a couple of examples for tuple unpacking, and also we will do one project for or one project in functions. Okay, using functions. Okay, so let's see what is a tuple unpacking. Okay, so here I'm going to create a variable named a. Here I'm going to declare 3 tuple pairs inside this list. Okay, inside the list. Okay, so like, and these are the tuple pairs. Inside the tuple pair I have to give some values like 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 5. Okay, so this is the tuple pairs which is inside the list. Okay, so now I check a has that tuple pairs. Okay, so now I am going to unpack them. Okay, so for unpacking, here I am going to use for loop. Okay, so for I in a, after that I am going to print this, so print I. Okay, so now I run this, I get the tuple pairs. Okay, so already we know here I'm going to give a comma b. Okay, so the the left side values are stored in a and the right side values are stored in b. Okay, so now I am going to print a. So I get first 1, 2 and 4. If I change a into b, so int object is not iterable. Okay, okay, so now you can see here 2, 3, 5 are in b and 1, 2, 4 are in e, right? So let's see how to do this unpacking in functions. Okay, so I'm going to create a function div and just I give unpack here, then you have to give your indent notation. After that, now you can pass your code here for I in a colon, then print your temporary variable. So going to run this, I get now you have to call your function here, right? So my function name is unpack. After that you have to give your open and close parenthesis, and now I run this, I get the tuple pairs. Okay, now you can unpack them a comma b. So here a and comma, just give some strings for okay, so I'm going to run this. Now I call my function, I get oh, because here a and a. Okay, so the same variables used in here. Okay, so I have to change this. Now I'm going to change e. After that, here I'm going to pass e. Okay, so now we will run this. Now you get the result. Okay, because if you give here a, so in first loop it stores the left side values. Okay, so in next time we don't have any values in right side of B. Okay, so A has only 1 2 3, just a single element. Okay, so that's why it gives error like this. Okay, like that. Now I am changing the value A into E. Okay, so now A has this tuple pairs, and I am going to unpack them by using these two temporary variables. Okay, so and here I am going to print this E comma and some strings for clear output. Okay, so for seeing clear segregation, and after that here I pass the B temporary variable. Okay, so I get the unpacked variable from A, right? So we will see one more example for that. Okay, like here I'm going to create stock underscore prices. Okay, after that I'm going to declare some tuple pairs inside a list. In first tuple pair, second and third. In first I am going to give apple. Okay, apple comma 4000. Then next I am going to give Yahoo comma 2000. Okay, after that here I am going to give Google like 3000. Okay, so here I just mentioned the stock prices for Apple, Yahoo and Google companies. Okay, so now I am going to unpack them, and I will do some arithmetic operations in while passing the function. Okay, so now I am going to run this. I check stock prices. Yeah, now I have the tuple pairs which I have declared here. Okay, so I'm going to create a function named stock. Okay, then here I'm going to unpack them for using for loop for I in stock price, right? Stock underscore prices. Okay, so here you can pass your print statement. So I run this. Now I'm going to check stock. So you can see the tuple pairs. Okay, so here I'm going to unpack them. First company, and next one is stock or value, right? Stock. So now can print separately company name and stock company, and stock. Okay, so now you run this and check stock. Now you can see Apple 400 and Yahoo 200,000 and Google is 3000. Okay, so now we have unpacked them, and I'm going to perform some logics in here. Okay, input statement. Before that I'll explain what I am going to do. Okay, so first I will create a price equal to 1000. Okay, so I get a 10% increment in stock market. Okay, so now I'm going to add 10% in 1000. Okay, so 10% means I can multiple 0.1 into price, right? So now I'm going to reassign a value, price equal to price star, that means multiplication, okay. So after that I'm going to give 0.1. so you have to give parenthesis for getting better result. After that, now you can get your 10% of initial price, right? So then you have to add your initial price here. So now you can get the 10% of your price with added value of your original price, right? So I'm going to run this. Now I check price. So now you can see here the 10% of 1000 is 100. So here the 10% is 100, and I have added a price in 200. Okay, so the price is 1000 plus 100. Now you get the 10% added value from your price. Okay, so I'm going to do this logic in here. Okay, so print, inside the print I'm going to pass price plus inside the parenthesis, and I'm going to give price star 0.1 here. Okay, here I'm going to pass the company name. Okay, so now you can get a 10% added value of your original price. Okay, I'm going to run this. Now I check stock. Now you can see here just a minute. Here you have to change into stock because we are using stock for tuple unpacking, right? In here you have to use stock. So now you get the correct value. Okay, so Apple has 4,000 stocks in stock marketing, and the 10% is added value. Okay, now we get 4,400. So after that Google has 3,000, and the 10% of 3000 is 300, and we can get here Google has 3300, and Yahoo also get 2200, right? So you can do any arithmetics in here. Okay, so invalid syntax. So here I have to give parenthesis. Okay, now you can check the 10% subtracted from the original price. Okay, so Apple has 3600, and Yahoo has 1800, and Google has 2700. Okay, if anyone have any doubts in this program, please ask. Okay, I'll resolve it. Otherwise we will move to next program. Do you have any doubts in this program? Pooja, do you have any doubt or any clarification you want? Or Yochana?
Define it, sir. Once again explain, sir.
Yeah, sure. So in stock prices we have this value, right? So Apple has 4,000, and Yahoo has 2,000, and Google has 3,000. That means these are tuple pairs. They are separate use segregation of commas, right? So this is one element, and this is another element, right? Okay, so I'm going to unpack them, okay, by using for loop, right? So here we have two values in tuples. Okay, so that's why I'm using two variables in here. One is company. So company, you can see here all the left elements are companies. Oh, so I'm going to use company as a temporary variable in here. Okay, so now you can see first loop the Apple has stored in company, and second loop the Yahoo has stored in company, and third loop the Google has stored in company. Okay, second here I have declared stock as a temporary variable. Okay, so in first loop company has Apple and stock has 4000, and second loop the company has Yahoo and stock has 2000, and third loop company has Google and stock has 3000. Okay, so first it prints company. Okay, so in first loop we have Apple here, so it prints Apple, right? So then it goes with it goes to this step here. We can do, so we can done some arithmetic operations in here. Okay, first it multiplies stock into 0.1. Okay, that's why we are getting the 10% of initial value. Okay, so 0, if I multiply 4000 into 0.1, so I run this, I get 400. Okay, so the 10% of 4000 is 400, right? You can get here 4000 value, and I'm going to minus, that is a subtraction, so I'm going to subtract into original value. Original value is 4000. Okay, so 4000 minus 400, I get here 3600, right? So in each loop it's performing like this. Okay, did you understand?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so next I'll go with uh, some interesting, we'll do some interesting program, like to find employer of the year program. Okay, so here I'm going to give a name or employee, because, so I'm going to find, yeah, Bhavani, tell me. Bhavani. Okay, Vandana, please.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Like stock prices, we have taken like Apple, Yahoo, and Google. But when we run that, we got Apple, Google, and Yahoo. Like on how basis it is, on what basis it is taking, sir? Like
Yeah, wait, I'll explain. here I have declared first Apple and Yahoo, then last is Google, right? So it takes as the basics of here, okay? So the reference of it takes in which I have mentioned in stock prices, okay? So here I have declared Apple first and Yahoo is second and Google is third, okay? So here I'm going to print stock prices. Okay, now you can see first one is Apple and second is Yahoo and Google. Then here yeah, so it is not depend on alphabetical order, okay? So it is depend on which we have declared what order we have declared in here, okay? So it based on this orders only, okay? So it is not printing any alphabetical order like that, okay? So what element we have ordered here, so it is based on our declaration, based on our declaration, right? So okay, so the alphabetical order or something is not there, okay? So what we have declared here, it prints or it returns only based on in which order we have typed while declaring our variables, okay? That's all, okay? So shall I one second, yeah? So I'll move to next topic, okay? Now it's clear, Vantana? And Vandana, Bhavani, it's clear now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll move to next program, okay? So now I'm going to find best employer of the year, okay? First I'm going to give some employee and their attendance, okay? So before I'm going to declare a employee as a variable, okay? So after that I'm going to give two square brackets inside here. I'm going to type some tuple pairs, okay? So each tuple pair I have to mention employee name and attendance here. So and Shankar has attendance of 320 days, and here Dinesh, comma 4 or 360. See here I'm going to give 240, and Karthik has 220, and Ramesh has 340, and Rajesh has 210. So we have one more option here, so I'm going to give Vijay has 150 days. Okay, so I need to run this. Now I check the employee. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 employee and their attendance. Okay, so now I'm going to create a function named best employee of the year. Okay, so here I'm going to create a empty variable. Okay, so I'm going to create two empty variables. One is current max. Here I'm going to 0 because I'm going to use this variable for calculation. That's why I'm giving 0. Okay, so the Python takes this as a integer, right? So and next I'm going to give employee of the year equal to string. So here I am going to store the employee name. Okay, so after that, so here I am using for and I'm going to give two temporary variables. One is name and another one is hours. Okay, so in employee, okay, here I'm going to pass this. So I'm going to pass parameter as the same name which I have declared here. Okay, employee, and here also I'm going to pass employee. Okay, after that, if hours greater than current underscore max. Okay, so because initially we have 0 in current max. Okay, so first the employee name is Shankar and 320 it goes to here, so it compares 320 greater than 0. Yeah, it's greater than 0. Okay, and it goes into the statement, if statement. Okay, in if statement I'm going to store current max equal to hours. Okay, and employee of the year equal to name. Okay, so now the each current max which is higher than hours or which is lower than hours, right? So which is lower than hours, it stores the hours value into current max. Okay, so it checks all the hour values. Okay, so which one is high, finally we get, if it is 360, so finally we get 360 in current max, and Dinesh is the Dinesh attendance is 360, right? So here we have a Dinesh in employee of the year. Okay, so I'm going to run this. Before that, I'm going to print the value like congratulations. So then I'm going to print employee name. So congratulations, whatever name in employer of the year. So here you have to give your comma, then after that, here your attendance is, then I print the value which is inside the current max. Okay, then I'm going to print something. Okay, then I'm going to print you or the best employee of the year. Okay, so I'm going to run this. So here now I want to call the function, right? So I copy this and I paste into here. Okay, so already we have some values in employee. Okay, so here I'm going to pass employee. So now I'm run this. So now you can see, congratulations Dinesh, your attendance is 360. You are the best employee of the year, because we have Dinesh is the highest attendance percentage. So you can compare with others. Okay, compare with others. Dinesh has highest attendance percentage. Okay, so now I am going to change the value to Suresh to 400 into 400. So now first I run this. Okay, so now you can see here the Suresh has 400. So then now I call the function. You can see here Suresh is the highest value of attendance. Okay, the congratulations Suresh, your attendance is 400. You are the best employee of the year. Okay, so I'll explain one more time in this step. Okay, initially the current max has 0 value, right? The initially current max has 0 value, and hours has, during the first loop, hours has 320. Okay, so 320 is greater than 0, right? So then the loop goes into here. Okay, then hours has 320. That 320 stored into current underscore max. Okay, then 320 Shankar has 320, right? So the Shankar is stored into employee of the year. Okay, so then it goes with second loop. We have 360 and current max has 320 and hours has 360. Okay, so 360 is greater than 320 is, right? Then it will go to here. So that 360 stored into current max, and 360 Dinesh has 360. So the Dinesh is stored into employee of the year. Okay, so the during the third loop, hours has 400 and current underscore max has 360, right? So here also the hours is greater than current max. Then it goes into here, and current max has now 400 and employee of the year is Suresh. Okay, so after that it goes with fourth loop, and here we have 220 in hours and 340 in current, 220 in hours, and we have 400 in current max variable. Okay, so the statement is not satisfied. Okay, the condition is not true. Okay, then it goes with other loop. In here also the current max has 400 and hours has 340. The condition is not satisfied, and the last tuple pair are having uj and 150, right? So here also hours has 150 and current max has 400, and here also the condition is not satisfied. Okay, so it ends the loop and come with here, and it prints congratulations. So employee of the year in employee of the year we have Suresh, right? So it prints Suresh, and after that your attendance is current max. Current max variable has 400 and it prints 400, and after that it prints you are the best employee of the year string. That's all. Okay. So do you have any doubts in these steps, or it is clear? Bhavani, yeah, tell me. Bhavani, do you have any doubt, or it is clear? Shall I move on to next step? Yochana? Okay. So I'll move to next one. Now we found best employer of the year, and next we'll go to any doubts, please ask me. I'll explain one more time. Okay, let's move on to next topic. Okay, so now we found best employer of the year. Okay, so next I'm going to find the worst employer of the year. Okay, so which one has lowest attendance percentage? Okay, so that guy is the worst employer of the year, right? So here I'm going to use elif statement. Okay, just I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and paste into here. Okay, just I'm going to change hours less than current max. Okay, so now you can see here, so in the above if statement I am using greater than operator, and here I am using less than value. Okay, because and this statement is used to find a best employer of the year, and this one is used to find the worst employer of the year. Okay, and you have to change the variables, because so here you are using here I am using current max and employee of the year variable, right? So if I use the same variable in here, the elif statement, it crashed. Okay, because so in finally we get the crashed out, because it stores the highest attendance value in here, and it here it written or again it changes the value into lowest value in here. Okay, so now I need to give different variable name. Okay, so here I'm going to call worst hours, then I'm going to store hours in here. Okay, so then after that here worst name. Okay, so equal to name. So now you have two temporary variables. So now you have four temporary variables, right? So here we have two, and here we have two variables. Okay, then here I'm going to print the worst employee. Okay, before that give some spaces for print. You can use just print statement for giving space, or you can use slash ends for a new line. Okay, and after that I'm going to paste this value, and here I'm going to change first horse, and here I'm going to change first name. Okay, so import here I type worst instead of best. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. So now you can see here, so the congratulations Suresh, your attendance is 400 and you are the best employee of the year. And here congratulations Vijay, your attendance is 150, you are the worst employee of the year. Okay, see here you can see the highest value and the lowest value. Okay, so you can do whatever or what you thinks to do the logic in here, you can do. Okay, you can pass any logics. Okay, so any doubts in this program? Do you have any doubts, or it is clear? Shall I move on to next? Usha, do you have any doubt, or it is clear? Sandhya, Vandana, it is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And this is a roll the dice game. Okay, so here we have two dice. Okay, so two for rotation, and we have five chances to win. Okay, so you can play two players in here. Okay, so I'll show the output. You are all try to get the same output. Okay, so, if you're facing any difficulties, don't worry, I'll help you. Okay, so try to submit this program, that is roll the dice program, or by tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So okay, so just try this. Okay, so I'll show the output. Okay, so after your submission, I'll explain what I have coded here. Okay, so first I run this. So first you have to print welcome to the game, and after that welcome to the game, and after that roll the dice. Okay, so you have to print this, and here okay, so and this is the rule for this game. In this game have two players, each player has 8 chances. Finally, who have highest score, he or she will be a winner. Okay, and here I'm going to enter my name, so that is Shankar, then enter. Then here you have to give your player 2 name, is Dinesh. So hello Shankar and Dinesh, if you want to play this game, type S, and roll the dice, press R. So if you want to roll the dice, you have to press R. Okay, you can use any variable or any like T or Y, you can use any letters you want. Okay, here I am using R. So 5 is your first attempt, total is 5, and then I'm going to type one more. So 4 is your second attempt, total is 6. Here you can see, so first I have I got 5 is a output, and second I got 4 in my dice, and totally 5 plus 4 I get 9 value, right? And third, and this is 4 and 5. Okay, so 6th attempt and 4th and 5th attempt, and this is for the second player. Okay, so first is 6 for first player and second 6 for second player. Okay, so finally I got the answer. Shankar got 20 and Dinesh got 25, and Dinesh is a winner, he gets 25, right? So just try this and try to print like this. Okay, so I'll share the outputs, so try to submit on tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. The concept is simple. We have two or one dice. Okay, so dice has 6 faces, right? So we have 1 to 6 option. You can use random function for choosing a value, right? Here I print 5 and 4. It is printed randomly, right? So you can use random function for coding this program. Okay, so after that we have 2 players, and each player counts have to add and compare finally. Okay, so compare finally, both are equal, or both are which player got higher points in here. Okay, so you have to print which one is higher, gets higher point, and then here Dinesh got higher points. Okay, so I have printed here Dinesh is a winner, he gets 25, right? So try this program. Do you have any doubts, please ask me. Okay, so you can ask now also if you have any doubt on that program, or do you want any clarification for programming this program. Okay, please ask. So all are clear about that output?
Sir.
Yeah, tell me. Yes.
Sir, in order to get only 8 chances, what is the function that we have to use it, sir? Like if we
Tell me.
implement any function, so we can run the program for a number of times. So for controlling that, what function we have to use it, sir?
You can use for loop for running 5 times, right? So you can use for loop or while loop also.
Okay, sir.
So because I am going to run the 2 steps repeatedly, okay? So here we have 5 chances, right? So you can use for loop, and you have to give in 5 as a value in range, okay? Now you get 5 loops, right? So 5 iteration. You can use for loop, either it is a while loop also you can use here, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So try to do that, okay? It is not compulsory. So if you are try to do the program, you can get some more knowledge, okay? So thank you all. So do you have any doubts, or do you face any difficulties for developing the game? Okay, so you can text me, I'll clear you, or I'll resolve the error, okay? So thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.